Today we're going to make quinoa with shrimp and asparagus. And what you do is, quinoa when you cook it is usually 2 to 1. So if you have a cup of quinoa, you would use 2 cups of liquid. I'm using chicken stock. I'm cutting it a little bit, so I'm using 3/4 of a cup of quinoa with 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Chicken stock is just a bouillon cube and 2 cups of liquid. I kept a 1/2 cup of liquid out because I'm going to use it with the shrimp later. So you would just put your chicken stock in the pot, add your quinoa, stir it up, bring it to a boil, then cover it and let it simmer for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Then you would shut it off and let it sit like you would instant rice. And I'm going to get the asparagus started. So for them, you cook the asparagus first, get the pan hot, a little olive oil. We're going to cook the asparagus. Garlic. I use the chopped garlic for this right out of the jar. Don't need fresh for this. Strain a little bit of liquid off because it'll jump. I'm also going to put garlic in the shrimp, so I don't need too much. Good amount of hot seeds. Right in there. Get the garlic going. This is 1 bunch of asparagus, ends trimmed, cut into about thirds. Get the oil on them. You can add a little more oil later if it starts to burn or really dry. Put a lid on. Lower it a little bit. Let them cook. And we'll come back when the quinoa is done and we're ready to do the shrimp. I'll give you an update. I might not have been clear. The quinoa, we put it in. You can come and see this. It came to a boil and it's simmering, and it's going to simmer until almost all of the liquid is absorbed. And then you're going to shut it off and let it sit before you fluff it. These are the asparagus. You see they're sauteing nicely, and you can feel that they're still kind of raw. So just keep moving them every now and then so they don't burn until they get tender. That was just a little olive oil. Throw the asparagus in, a little hot seeds, and let them cook. But you have to keep stirring them because they will burn. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, so now we're back. The quinoa, if you look at it, is basically done. It's not super dry, but it has absorbed all the liquid, so I'm going to shut it off. Put the top on, and just let it sit for a few minutes. Our asparagus are done, nice and tender. I'm going to take those out from the pan. Remove them from the pan because I'm going to use the same pan for the shrimp. And then just combine it all. So, pan back on. Pretty well hot this time because shrimp should be cooked high and fast. More olive oil. Garlic. Get that going. And I've got about a dozen shrimp that are peeled and cleaned and dried a little bit so they're not too wet in the pan. I want to almost sear them, so a minute or 2 on each side should do it. We're going to add white wine, lemon juice. Once they brown pretty quick, really starting to brown. Let's see. Smells good too. Doesn't it smell good, Nick?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so now I'm going to turn these. Let them cook for just a minute. So I still have a quarter cup, almost a half a cup of chicken stock that I didn't use in the quinoa, which will make this not so dry. Now these are basically cooked, so a little salt, little pepper, fresh lemon, white wine. Oh well, I should have put on the fan, but I didn't. So now the dogs are freaking out. Little chicken stock, not too much. That's the way I make dinner. It's not gonna stop? You're getting me or you're getting mad? You were just getting mad.
Yeah.
Actually, I can just dub over this sound-wise. I can. Okay, so they're cooked. I'm gonna put the asparagus back in. Fluff the quinoa. Back up. And we're ready to plate. You can only more like 4 shrimp. There you go. Quinoa with shrimp and asparagus. Enjoy.